When we last checked in, it was quiet over here, but like I said, it's going to be buzzing with celebrities, and it sure is. Everyone is here supporting the Be Yourself, Be Beautiful fashion show, which of course benefits the Global Down Syndrome Foundation. Like you mentioned, it is their biggest fundraiser in the world.
I'm Erica Lopez with your e-vlog today. The Black Mona Lisa Tour Volume 1 is soon coming right here to Denver, featuring the one and only Billy Porter. Here to talk about what you can expect from the show, we welcome Grammy, Emmy, and two-time Tony-winning Billy Porter. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is kind of a full circle moment for you, Billy. Your career started with music, but this is your first ever pop music tour. Can you tell me what inspired you to create this show? Peyton Manning sang your song, Friends in Low Places, with Dierks Bentley at the Seven Peaks Music Festival in Villa Grove, Colorado. Do you have any plans to maybe invite him out and join you on stage for one of your shows? By now, you should know the big winners from last night, but I'm going to give you a quick recap. Everything Everywhere All at Once basically won Everything Everywhere All at Once. And we are live at Skyline Park this morning. We are talking about all the fun things you can do on New Year's Eve. And y'all, I got my skates on. Haven't worn a pair of these bad boys since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. We're going to try it out after the break. Stay with us.
Love it. Well, I've got to say this. Thank you for coming to our neck of the woods.
Very nice. Well played, Erica. Well played.
Time to get a little bit sideways at the Seven Peaks Music Festival in Villa Grove, Colorado. Today in the E-Block, we are talking to multi-platinum entertainer Dierks Bentley, who is headlining the festival, of course. Dierks, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
So you are in a new location this year. Can you set the scene for us and tell us what fans can expect? This concert is really your baby. This Tuesday in the E-Block, we are talking about 3 queens. One is getting up close and personal in a new documentary. One is under fire, and one is starring in a new musical version of The Joker. Let's start with Jenny from the block. You're so incredible at impressions. I want to know, do you have a favorite of all time?
I don't know that I have a favorite.
It's like picking your favorite child, right?
Yeah, well, no, but anything that's kind of like new, because it's new, it's like a new toy. So,
new challenge.
You know, anything that's new, I kind of get a rush from doing.
Who's new right now for you?
You know, Tony Soprano. Hanging out with my kids, but on AJ.
Pass, did you get anyone flowers today, Greg?
Nope.
No?
Did you?
Nope, because I can buy myself flowers. We're going to end on that note. That's it for us on 9 News at noon. We'll have another update at 4. In Hollywood, one movie can launch a career. It's something one Coloradan has discovered after landing a role in one of Marvel's most popular movie franchises. Abba Arthur, a CU Boulder graduate, was cast in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And it wasn't a big role, but it kicked off a dream Abba's had her entire life.
You know I love the camera.
You could say Abba Arthur was born for the camera.
I knew I was going to be an actor. I felt it when I walked in this room.
And intuition and confidence. At just 18 years old, Abba's love and talent for writing, acting, and singing began here at CU Boulder.
And I realized what my purpose was. So this is very special to me to be back here.
A special and emotional return to the room of her very first acting class.
I feel like I want to cry.
Now nearly 2 decades later, Abba's biggest dreams have come true.
I mean, being on set was, how do you describe that? I mean, it was just a magical experience.
Abba's big break came in Marvel's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
I stepped on set knowing that I was entering this massive franchise and understanding the cultural impact as well.
An impact Abba does not take for granted.
But now little girls and boys are seeing you. What would it have meant if you saw more people like you when you were growing up?
It wouldn't have felt so far away. It wouldn't have felt like it was impossible. I would see them on TV and I would feel like, I know I'm supposed to be there, but I don't know how to get there.
Something that once felt impossible is now her reality. Though Abba says the industry still has a ways to go.
I know what television should look like. It should echo what we look like, but that's not always the case. I am very grateful for the changes, and they're visible. I'm happy to see that, and yet we still have so far to go.
Her message to the next generation of Black actors:
create it, You don't have to wait for a seat. The seat's already there. Tell them who you are. Show them who you are, because you know who you are.
Alba's career has really taken off since Black Panther. Shortly after she landed that role, she was also cast in Oprah's adaptation of The Color Purple. That one's set to come out this December, so we got a little ways to go there. Alba also has a passion for writing. She says we can expect to see her written work come to life in the coming years as well. And you heard her say there at the end of the story, create that role. And that's what she started doing for herself. She was like, I'm not seeing myself on screen, so I'm going to start writing pieces where I would fit this role.
We've been out here live this morning at Mile High Stadium. I'm here with my friend Al Roker from Today. He was here for a behind-the-scenes experience of Sunday Night Football for your Inside the Game series. So cool. You got up close and personal with Thunder.
Yes.
Tell me what that was like.
Well, you know, I mean, look, this is a 15-year-old Arabian horse, a purebred Arabian, that has 3 years of training to get ready for that game day experience, and it's pretty impressive. He's got a team of 6, and all this woman Annie has been riding. There have been 4 Thunders, and she's ridden all of them, trained them, and it's just really kind of cool to see. I mean, look, there's nothing like Thunder in all of, not just the NFL, but probably all of pro sports. So to be able to see what goes on in there is really kind of cool.
You said you were impressed with kind of all that goes into like Thunder's training and going in through the tunnel and all of that.
Well, think about it. I mean, this horse has to be basically inoculated against the idea of 75,000 screaming fans, fireworks, loud noises, bands, all this stuff, and perform. And so that takes, I guess, a lot of training. And I'm just so impressed when you see it actually happen live. I mean, I've seen it on TV, but when you see it actually happen, it's like wowzer.
Kind of magic being there for it.
It really is. Almost as magic as riding the RTD. I love your light rail. I took it from the airport to downtown to Union Station, Denver Union Station, which is a crown jewel of downtown, and had some very tasty milk box ice cream. So I got the full Denver experience.
And you said looking out over the Rockies and seeing just this, I mean, yeah.
Just spectacular. Although it was funny, some people seemed almost annoyed that I was on the they were like, they were like, well, you can afford a limo. I said, yeah, but I don't want to take a limo. I like the train. Get off my back.
You want the full experience. I'm glad you took RTD because, you know, I do the traffic here, so I'm always letting people know when it's up and running correctly.
And by the way, a lot of people use it. I mean, there were a lot of people on the train with their luggage. You know, you get off, you're right there downtown, walk to your hotel. Bingo, bango, baby.
I love it. Well, I've got to say this. Thank you for coming to our neck of the woods.
Very nice. Well played, Erica. Well played.